So technically, I've been seeing a lot of people buy into the argument that Diablo is actually stronger than Rimuru Tempest from Tensura anime. And that's actually crazy, but I get your point of view. First of all, Diablo is one of the strongest Primordial Demons, if not even the strongest. He's also one of the strongest, or if not also even the strongest subordinate of Rimuru Tempest. And he has also lived for a long period of time, therefore granting him immense combat ability, immense intelligence. Diablo can literally adapt to any battle that is fighting. But being compared to Rimuru Tempest is still a very far and stupid argument to me, basically. Because I guess that Diablo, you may love him and stuff, but compared to Rimuru Tempest, nah. And firstly, in this video, what I'm going to do is that I'm going to break down Rimuru's abilities, and I'm going to be using not just anime Rimuru, I'm going to be using the light novel Rimuru. And the reason why I'm going to be using light novel Rimuru is because anime has not really shown us Rimuru's abilities. Like, they have not even shown us up to 30% of what Rimuru can do, because Rimuru basically hasn't fought any real battle that required him to use a large extent of his power in the anime. You can't use anime to compare Rimuru to Diablo. So now let's get into the video. And after this video, I want you to, by yourself, ask yourself whether Diablo can actually overcome these abilities of Rimuru Tempest from the light novel that I'm going to mention. And the first one is actually, or more like his arsenal of attack. It is the God Azathoth. God Azathoth isn't just a single attack, it is a collection and arsenal of attacks, having one of the first attacks being the Soul Gluttony. Let me expatiate on this a bit. Soul Gluttony is an attack of Rimuru that can literally devour the soul of his target. It's almost like Beelzebub. It's just that Beelzebub definitely devours like mostly physical things and stuff. But Soul Gluttony can devour also the soul of his target. And we know what happens when Rimuru is able to devour his opponent. He can analyze you, even turn that power that you were using against him into that of this. And secondly, the imaginary space. This one is more like an enormous or isolated space also available to Rimuru, where you can store or seal things. It doesn't really have to be potential threat, but it is also very useful in battles, making the God Azathoth not just offensive but also defensive, as Rimuru can be able to remove potential threats on the battlefield without even needing to fight them and just seal them in an imaginary space where only he has access to. Thirdly now is Rimuru's control over space and time, and this is where his battle with Diablo gets incredibly ridiculous, because not only is he able to control the battlefield to his own favor, he's able to also manipulate space and time, because it actually gives him an advanced control over space and time. So raw strength alone from Diablo isn't enough when you're fighting a being that can literally manipulate the battlefield to fit what he wants. And fourth now is the Turn Null or Nihility Collapse that is available to end game Rimuru. And what is this? This is an enormous amount of destructive energy that Rimuru at LN can actually use. And the problem is that he can't use this energy not just only for destruction but also for creation. You know, first of all, as a demon lord, Rimuru was able to control and manipulate life. Like when we saw it in the Famous attack when Ciel and the others got killed, and also Rimuru was able to bring them back, manipulating their souls and also bringing them back. And last thing now is Rimuru's supercomputer, also known as Ciel, which is able to analyze any given circumstance and also create possible solutions for him. And the problem is that Ciel cannot just only analyze, Ciel can also optimize Rimuru's power to a very high and advanced level, making Rimuru literally walking disaster on any battlefield. So after all these points now, do you actually think that Diablo actually stands a chance against Rimuru Tempest, not just from anime but also from light novel? I want to hear your view of this in the comments. And also guys, don't forget to like, subscribe and drop maybe a follow or comment or stuff if you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you on my next one.